bird. Now that was a verse right there that caught me, because if a bird is smart enough to see a net spread out and he just go ahead and fly around it, and here we are, big and bad, yo, I see that up there, I'm going to show him how bad I don't care.
And make a movement towards
it. And go right into it. Because I'm going to get by this. Or you just feel good, I got by it last time, this time I'm going to get by it again, and that's when you got caught up. Maybe sent to the grave. Because, yeah. Some of us are thrill seekers. We want to prove how bad we are. How, you want to show that pride. I ain't scared. But do you have to waste your energy in doing something that you don't have to do? Just because your pride leads you there. No, I ain't scared. It's that I'm just not going to do what's unnecessary. Bloodshed. It's talking about bloodshed here. It's talking about, some of the things that we look at in life. Yeah, I busted Joker head because he said this and that. But if you know these are hard-headed jokers and these are the ones that you probably can easily do this. I can do it, but I don't want to do it because it ain't worth it. When we become a Christ-fearing, a God-fearing man and walking in the way of Christ, we avoid conflict if we have to. And it's not because we are afraid. I heard dude said, oh, you one of them Bible sissies. No, man, I really could smash you. But instead of stooping to your level or your stupidity or foolishness, I choose to let you have your little smart comment and move on.
Amen.
Because I'd be just as big a fool as you if I go ahead and bust your head wide open. So I'm not going to let my pride take me there, because this is who I am now. So, some people, they might have to grit their teeth, they might have to shed some tears, cry, because they know who they are and they don't want to be disrespected. Or they might, I can't do it, I got to bust his head. And that's when, you fall into the trap of the devil. I just wanted to get you so you could go to jail, murder somebody, or, even get yourself killed.
And people were trying to push you guys.
Yeah, of course. I know I can get him, but it's just one little move, slick move he made, he got me. He got the drop on me. I didn't think he had that gun, but he done put a hole in my chest. So, yeah, that's how the devil works. He want to kill, steal, and destroy you. But if you're working with Jesus, Jesus said, sometimes turn the other cheek don't mean be a coward. It mean be smart. Because I tell you the truth, man, the most fools I seen, the most dead people I seen, was the ones that wanted to be a hero. And wasn't thinking about, hey, I ain't got a gun and they got a gun. I'm going to run my mouth when I shouldn't run my mouth. I shouldn't run my mouth, but I ran my mouth and somebody pulled out a gun and blasted me. I didn't even have a weapon to defend myself. But I'm just that bad that I can't control my anger. I know I've been It saved a lot of time because I was one of those that couldn't control my anger. Yeah, yeah. And most of the time, it could have been avoided fully by us not being on those predicaments. Now I know that if I'm in a situation, I'm weighing my options. Who am I around? What is my surrounding about? If it ain't about nothing, you don't need to be there. So if I'm around certain type of people, I can expect certain type of things. If I'm around some church members, it's what I want. I want peace in my heart. I don't want to be looking over my shoulder because I done slapped somebody upside the head with a pipe or something, and now they after me. They trying to seek me. So, I mean, most of the things that happen in life is because of the system that's been set up, first of all. When you first enter school, they know that, hey, you're in a high crime neighborhood. It's likely that you, 3 out of these 5 ain't gonna make it out without going to jail. Or maybe going to the grave. Or maybe not learning because, hey, I was sent to it. Yeah. So the system is, we already been fixed, so we got to be smart. These words tell us how to be smart about situations. Their way. Listen to your father's instruction. Attain to wisdom. Consent not with those ungodly people. And our chances, I ain't gonna say it disappear, but it lowers their chances. Because the system already been set up and we just gotta be smart moving through it. Anybody else got anything to say?
Well, with that right there, I would say, piggybacking on what you have said, if you're not following the word, that you just said, the system itself is designed and set up for the man to fail, who is following in the devil's footsteps and not obeying God's law like they should. That's why it's good to pick up the book and take up as much knowledge and wisdom as you can.
That's
So
right.
get to the future.
And Al, I agree with everything you said too as well, because now this year, 2022, I made a vow with God that I was gonna follow His rules and His laws and commands, and focus only on Him. And when I work at my job, I'm only working to please God, not no man or women. And that's why I'm blessed. I'm doing all that I'm supposed to do, staying out of trouble, stay away from conflict. I had some stumbles, slips and falls, but I got back up and asked God for forgiveness. And now I'm working on doing better things in my life, and I have been baptized and I'm blessed. So now I'm focused, still gonna continue to focus on God and what He has for me. And I'm thankful.
Amen. And God got a lot for you, man.
Amen.
Got any comment on that, Toby?
No, not just me.
So I think I stopped at 18. I'm going to start back at 19. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Wisdom crieth out without. She utters her voice in the street. she cried in the chief place of the concourse, and the opening of the gates. In the city she utters her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Any comments on that?
Fools hate gain knowledge. And hate discipline. Hate to see what's going on. Baby, don't y'all touch my food.
Anything on that, Toby, you finished on that?
Yeah.
Anything on that, Lionel?
I'm good. I'm good.
Well, I want to comment on the beginning of that.
Okay.
And it says, and this is what I had lacked. You know, I what came to mind was, you know, I'm big on our people, man. I'm talking about our black people.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things I used to first notice that I would hear, and it was because I didn't like to go to, well, I didn't like going to school. I played what we call hooky, skip school a lot up in New York. I came up in New York. And it used to say that if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. Here it's saying, wisdom crieth without. She utters her voice in the streets. She cries in the chief places of concourse, and the opening of the gates in the city. She utters her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And saying all of that, knowledge is here for us to grab. Now, I remember when I was going to school in the early elementary days, I would see, and it is so complex when I say this, because, you know, at one point, our forefathers wasn't allowed to go to school, or we just had raggedy schools, and, you know, that still probably go on to this day. The white schools have better equipment and technology than the black neighborhood schools. So it said we hate knowledge, but whatever we can get, the old saying, reading is fundamental. It's good for your mind. We quick to say, oh, I got a hoopty. I'm gonna dress this hoopty up. I'm gonna put me some wind. I'm gonna tap my wind. I'm gonna throw a nice little system in it. I'll be, you know, looking good. I'm gonna be looking good because I'm gonna have the gear on that I need to look up good for the ladies or however it goes. Anybody. I'm out to impress. But when I was going to school, and I was around some white folks, their impression was their grades. I'm getting an A, I'm getting an E for excellent, or, you know, I hated that I got a B. I got a B plus, I wanted an A. They fighting to get the better grades. When we fighting to get a pair of sneakers or get some rims on our car and this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do we hate knowledge?